Hello everyone, this is Smriti and welcome to the channel LearnQube. So today I'll be solving 3 Python questions. You may take it as interview practice because for the freshers, it's very important that you practice on the questions on the basics level, and I'll be solving those questions step by step so that you just don't memorize it. You can just understand you may practice this question, and this is my playlist for Python coding practice, and I'll keep on adding videos to it. Please go ahead and do practice it. I would recommend you to keep practice the codings every day. So let's start. As you these three questions on the screen that today we are going to solve. I hope you all are aware with this ID. This is Jupyter Notebook. I have opened this file. I'll just rename it as Python practice 1. And let's start. So here in the first question it asks you, displays whether the given input is an integer or a letter of alphabet. So before you start any of the questions, it's always important, doesn't matter one liner question, one case study question, or 5 pages question, you need to understand the question and keep writing what you understand. So it says display whether the given input is an integer or the letter of the alphabet. So given input, so it means it wants me to take input. So I'll be using enter the character. So here what happening is INP is a variable in which I will be storing my input, and input over here is the keyword. Whatever appears in green in Python, you can consider it as a keyword. These are keywords. You may never use it as variables. So I am using INP to enter the character, and now I have to check if the entered, like if the input is alphabet or integer. So dot is alpha, French entered character is alphabet. So what it means till here, INP means the input, that the variable, the entry that we are going to make. If dot is alpha is the keyword to select, to identify if it is alphabet A to Z, uppercase, lowercase, both. Else I'm not taking any special character thinking over here. Else just print entered character is integer. So I'll just run it. So you see I wrote here enter the character, so I'm getting, I wrote A. I will shift enter, so entered character is a alphabet. What if I run it again? So for running it, I am pressing shift plus enter. I'm entering 1 here, again shift plus enter, because I'm trying to run the code. So it is shift plus enter. It is integer. If you want to see like is alpha, I wrote, I can take one more condition here. Elif INP dot is digit, right? I can else print enter character is a special character, just whatever you want to print. See, I give an exclamation mark, shift enter. Error, let me check, it's not running properly. Oh, this is my mistake because the syntax was not correct. So whenever you see there is an error, so don't get panicked. Think wisely, think twice. This was the error here, that's why it was running to else. Now I enter exclamation again, it shows the correct data. So this is the thing. Now proceeding towards the second question, but before you proceed, please stop, practice this question, because you know memorizing is not the solution in coding. Even after 11 years of experience, I missed a simple brace. So it matters, practice matters. And with the practice only, you would be identifying the actual error. So here we come. Our next question says, write a program to accept a character and display its next and previous character. So basically the question wants me, if I enter A, my previous character should be B. My next, sorry, I'll not put exclamation. Previous character becomes A. Next character becomes B here. Correct? I'll just comment these so that you know while I code, if you comment any line, it won't be considered for coding. Right? So if I enter B, previous character should be A and next should be B. So what can we do here actually? So here I am saying we have to do some calculation. If I add plus 1 to A, I get B in terms of position. But how to do that? So we can make use of ASCII values here. So what could be done? I'll tell you two things. If you use char, let's say 97. Oh, ASCII is not A, 97. So the ASCII value of lowercase a is 97. So if you use CHR is the keyword and you enter a value, it will give you what is the alphabet which is related or associated with that value. For instance, I enter 123. This brace is associated. Now 105. I is associated. Okay. Similarly, if you use odd A, so it gives you the ASCII value 97. So what happens here is, if I want to add 1 to A, I need to convert it to, the numerical value. That's how I will be getting the numeric, and then I can do add. So I'll just comment it all. Let's start. Again, I'm taking, you can take anything as variable. It's just a variable to save your input. Input is the keyword to take input from the user. I'll write, okay, this time I won't write, just see. It doesn't matter what you write there, it's just for displaying. So I kept it blank. For understanding, I'll keep it, then I'll remove it and show you again. Enter the character. Thereafter, similarly, I want a previous char equals, I'll define it. Then I want next character. Fine. So previous character. If in order to find previous character, I have to do -1. So what I'll do odd of the input -1. Then I'll do odd of the input +1. So odd input will convert it to number. Then -1 or +1 will get operated. And what I want is print. So we print to get our result. So I want previous character, but I wanted the character actually. So I'll do CHR of previous char and print CHR of next char. So now I'm entering, as we discussed, B. You see here, now I want to show you something. Just keep it blank. It will just come as this. No bigger difference. I hope you're fine till here. So now let's proceed to the third question here. So right, okay, what I'll do, so for better visibility, so it goes up. Write a Python program that takes a string input from the user. Okay, I've just read till here. I know I have to take input, so I'm taking input. It has to be a string. So input is the keyword which will always be there. string, so I need to enter in apostrophes, enter the string. Okay, now next print the string after removing all vowels. So for I in input, what I have to do, whatever I enter, I have to remove vowels from there. So what it basically wants, if I enter my name, it has to, I'll enter as my name is Smriti. So it has to give output as my, this should be the output after removing all the vowels, whether they are in uppercase or lowercase, and we know our vowels are A, E, I, O, U, and it has to remove in both upper and lowercase. So we have to do one more thing, but I'll first clarify how to approach. So for I in input, if I'll take dot lower so that एक बार में ही I can address both upper and lower case. Dot lower is a syntax that in case the data which you are entering, like my name, it will always consider M as lowercase. So you don't have to consider A, E, I, O, U twice. Dot lower you have entered, not in A, E, I, O, U, I entered all together. Now I want to save it somewhere. So I'll do it as maybe INP1 output, no, so I'll put as out equals, I'll take it as a string. So what I'll do, I'll add plus equal to I. This what actually this means out equals out plus I. It means to the output, the empty string that I have created, I'm adding whatever I'll get from here I. If it is not in E like M, it is not in A, E, I, O, U. So it should get added to this place, correct? So this is my approach. Now, in order to see it separately, I'll do it print out. So now, same thing. My name is Smriti. So now you see here, this is if you want to see that every step, which is the best thing to, let's enter it very simple, Smriti. I showed you in this format because this print is now running inside this loop. This is a loop where this loop is getting executed. So at the first step, what would happen? Let's see. For I in input, so my input is Smriti. I'll give some space here for neat and clear execution. Fine. So now for I in input, so this is S. So I'll do first step, I is S. So where I is S, so now it goes inside the loop. If I dot lower, S dot lower, not in AI, A, E, I, O, U, so it's not there. So it comes here to the output. Output is getting printed. Now second, when I went there, I saw M is there for next step. Fine, I'll enter as well. Because it's running inside the loop, so it's getting added again and again, and you're seeing output for each loop as print is inside the loop. So now just correct it. Yeah, M dot lower not here, so again next type is M is here as it is inside. Next is R. We go, R again is not in A, E, I, O, U, it will come out. I is there, so I'll not get amended. So now here you had SMR. I is not getting amended. Now next is T is the I now. T is again not in A, E, I, O, U. So we will have again here I goes, which is again not there. Sorry, again it's there. A dot I dot lower is in A, E, I, O, U. So if you are getting confused, this I is for iteration. It is not for A, E, I, O, U. You can take it as any integer, doesn't matter. Like example, you take E, take T here, take it's just for iteration. The output will still be same. You may see, right? It's just for iteration. So it's not there. So finally we get it. But we want only one single output. So I'll be doing like this. Ti, same thing. The last output that we are getting after all this loop runs, we get this output. So this is all for today's video, our video 1. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please like and share the channel and subscribe to LearnQube. Thank you.